Closing arguments in the murder trial of Lindsay Clancy could come early this week in a case that is, of course, getting national attention. And despite being accused of killing her 3 children, Clancy is also getting a lot of public support.
Yeah, her defense team argues it wasn't murder, it was postpartum psychosis. Joining us to break down the trial so far is attorney Rachel Fiset. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. We really appreciate it. So where we are right now, take us through what you think the biggest takeaway so far has been from the defense.
The biggest takeaway is this postpartum psychosis, that Lindsay Clancy was unable to form the criminal intent because of a mental deficiency, a mental defect relating to this psychosis. There is no question she did it. Absolutely, that's not even part of the defense. The biggest part of the defense is that she did not know the difference between right and wrong because of the psychosis. And it is really shedding light on mental health issues after birth. And that is where the support is coming through, right or wrong.
Yeah, it is a very interesting case because she has such overwhelming support. I was actually looking at some social media comments the other day when I was catching up on this story, and I was like, it's really surprising how positive they are in her favor. Of course, many women standing outside the courtroom and feel like this is a chance for the U.S. to look at how we neglect mothers and don't care for them enough. I've also seen some opposing opinions that say it's very disturbing to see people more worried about the mother than the children she killed. What do you make of all the support we're seeing in this case for her?
I think both can be true, but her support needed during this time is well documented. She had checked herself into an inpatient hospital for this depression, for this very psychosis, and having illusions of hurting her children. Just that exact month, she continued to seek help. So that's, I think, why this case is such a big deal and garnering this kind of support. Is there kind of no question that she was suffering from extreme mental health issues after birth? And that's what people are really kind of gripping onto, and she was still left alone with her children. So these are issues that mothers face, and these are issues that are really being highlighted in the most extreme ways through this case.
Now, we have heard that, she sent her husband to go pick some things up, so that could look like premeditation. Each state has a different bar as to what they, need to show a jury here. What is it in Massachusetts, and can you kind of break down for people what the prosecution needs to do to get a conviction?
Here, the prosecution has to meet every element of the murder case, plus, and this is really very unusual and unique to only a few states, including Massachusetts. So plus, the prosecution has to show that she was sane and understood what she was doing right from wrong by beyond a reasonable doubt to get a conviction. Most states, and this is a little tricky, require the defense to show it as an affirmative defense. The prosecution doesn't have to show anything relating to insanity or that she was sane. Usually it's a defense that the defendant puts on and has to show it on the opposite end. But here the prosecution has to show she knew the difference between right or wrong, but beyond a reasonable doubt. And here, given all of the expert testimony, I really think the jury's going to grapple with that question.
Sure. I also think, we've seen many cases, unfortunately, of mothers who murder their children, and there is some kind of claim of insanity. Of course, each state is different, as we talked about, but historically, what kind of happens in these cases? And do you think that's the same thing we'll see here, or is it different because there's so much evidence that she sought help before this happened?
If she is not convicted by reason of mental deficiency or insanity, she would then spend all of her time in a mental hospital. To be honest, she's not been in prison. She's been in a mental hospital since she murdered her kids. So I think at this point, the determination is that she needs psychiatric care full time. And essentially, she may move hospitals, but her care would be the same. She would not go to prison. She would stay in a mental hospital, perhaps through the end of time or until they determined that she was no longer psychotic, that she was cured, essentially, of her mental deficiency. I don't know that that would ever happen. But that's what happens in these cases. It's not that she walks free. It's basically right now they're determining whether she goes to prison or a mental hospital.
Got it.
All right. Well, Rachel Fiset, thank you so much for breaking this one down. It's wrapping up fairly shortly, so we'll know what happens here probably by the end of the week. Thank you for being with us.
Nice to see you.